All right, folks, we are still on your haiku page. We are still working in this box. I'm going to do 3 of the rest of the problems, okay? So let's jump over here. Hey, I am going to give you the answer to number 18, 326.6875 pounds, or 326 and 11/16 pounds, okay? All right, number 19, write an addition problem with unlike, okay, that means different, mixed numbers and a least common denominator of 16. Okay, well then let's do this. Oop, not 8, sorry. Go ahead and make my fraction part of my mixed number. Okay, and we'll say 1 and 2. And yours is not going to look exactly like mine. Okay, I'm making these up as I go. Now, to make my common denominator 16, I can use a couple of things. I can do 8, I can do 4, but one of them has to be 16. Okay, because if I tried to do 8 and 2, then the least common denominator would be 8. See what I'm saying? So one of the denominators has to be 16 here. So let's try 8. And we'll do 1/8 and 1/16. Okay? So that means we got to change everything around, right? 16 times 2 is 32 plus 1 is 33. Okay, and then I've got 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And now I can work with my least common denominator. So this is going to stay the same. 8 times 2, which means I have to do 9 times 2. All right, and it said to find the sum. Sum means addition, right? So 8 plus 3 is 1. Carry my 1. And 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. And then I can do that division. 16 into 51. 3 times 8, carry my 1, 3, 4. Yeah. 48, 49, 50, 51. So that's going to be 3 and 3/16. Okay, so even in the simplest form, my denominator was still the LCM. Neat, right? Okay, you're going to do this. I can't wait to see your response. Okay, all right, number 21. A student is adding 1 2/9, 3 1/3, and -4 5/6. The first step the student performs is to find the common denominator of 9, 3, and 6. Find the student's mistake and correct it. Okay? The least common denominator of 9, 3, and 6 is 36 because you can divide 36 by all of these numbers without getting a remainder. Okay? This is a true statement. Okay? But this person was asked to find the least common denominator. Okay? Now, what would be the least common denominator? Think to yourself. Okay? Hopefully you got 18. Okay? And we could go back. I would start with 3, 6, 9. And I would do times 1, times 1, times 1, times 2, times 2, times 2, and write my answers. And then I would find the least common denominator. Most of you are going to be okay with recognizing your multiplication tables, especially those 3 numbers. They're fairly common. Okay? All right, and the last one. Suppose you use 30 instead of 15 as a common denominator when finding 6 3/5 plus -3 1/3. How will that change the process for finding the sum? So what they're saying is, right now, I don't even have to do this math, okay? The least common denominator is 15, right? Because nothing smaller than 15 can be divided by 5 and 3. 30 can also be divided by 5 and 3, so I would still get the right answer as long as I simplified my problem. But what's going to happen is you're going to get a much bigger problem to deal with. So when you change these to improper fractions and then you start multiplying to get to 30 versus multiplying to get to 15, your numbers are just going to be bigger, okay? And I look forward to seeing how you put that into a response, okay? Happy Monday.